The Brent Loucks Show. News Talk 650 CKOM.
Well, and with that, we're going to talk to one of our favorite writers, Anthony Badulka, Tony Badulka, friend of ours as well. And Tony's joining us on the line this morning because he's got something very exciting happening these days. How are you, Tony?
I am very well, Brent. How are you today?
I'm excellent, and I've also got my lovely bride, who is a huge fan of your line of books, the Russell Quant series, joining me on the line as well. Hi, Penny.
Well, good morning. I'm a huge fan of Russell Quant, but I'm also a huge fan of Tony. So
maybe she doesn't love him that much.
Get that out there.
And he's the pride of Prudhoe, Saskatchewan.
Oh.
So, for people that aren't familiar with Tony, and I can't believe there's anybody around Saskatoon that isn't aware of Anthony Badulka, but over the past, 13, 14 years, 8 different books under the Russell Quant Mysteries.
Yep.
And now you're going in a whole new direction.
I am indeed. Yeah, it's a bit of a risk, but 10 years ago I was a chartered accountant, and that's when I began writing full-time, which is, a bit of a risk to go from being an accountant to a writer. But I had, my career as an accountant to fall back on, and now I'm kind of doing it again. I'm going from Russell Quant to this Adam Saint character, and sort of more of a suspense thriller type of series rather than the mystery. So I guess you might say I'm a bit of a risk taker every dozen years or so.
Well, Penny's the hardcore reader in her house, so I'm going to let her ask if she has any concerns about where you're going now with this new line.
Uh-oh.
Well, I'm afraid. Due to technical issues, I couldn't hear anything that Tony said.
Yeah, I can't hear Penny at all.
Oh, really?
So I'm a bit in the dark. Well, and leave that alone, boys.
Okay. Well, so Penny, you simply want to talk to Tony. Well, if you can't hear him, I guess there's no sense in this.
You could ask
I bet you wish this would happen on a regular occasion,
Brent. Is going to have Wonder Pants like Russell Quant did, because I love the idea of Wonder Pants.
Okay, well, so she was asking about Wonder. I can't do this here. This just isn't gonna work. So I'm gonna put Penny on hold there. There, we're done with that, and we'll get back to Tony because
Penny.
We're done with Penny. Yeah, technology, it's a wonderful thing. Tomorrow, Penny and I though are going to be part of a very special event for your new book happening out at McNally Robinson. What is it we're actually going to be doing there?
Yeah, well, it's going to be a new kind of launch. It's a come-and-go wine and cheese book launch and book signing, and it runs from 3 to 5 tomorrow afternoon at McNally Robinson, and then right in the middle at 4 o'clock, you and Penny are going to be interviewing me based on questions that we solicited via social media, so through Facebook and my blog.
And these questions have come from Tony Badulka fans all around the world.
Yeah, absolutely, all over Canada, U.S., and even a couple from the UK as well.
So for those that haven't read any of the Russell Quant line of books, I love the description on your bio. You talk about him being this character, the half Ukrainian, half Irish, Canadian, gay, ex-farm boy, ex-cop, world-traveling, wine-swilling, wisecracking, Saskatchewan prairie private detective. Mm-hmm. So is Adam Saint anywhere near that character?
No, but when I started creating this Adam Saint character, I thought, I want to, because Russell Quant really was the first of his kind in Canadian mystery literature. There really was no one else like him. And Adam Saint is that way too. He's a much tougher character. He's kind of more of a man of action, a tough guy, but he is what's called a disaster recovery agent for the CDRA, which is the Canadian Disaster Recovery Agency.
So explain that. What is it, a disaster recovery agent?
Yeah, so imagine that there is a disaster in the world, like say a flood or a disease outbreak, and Canadians are there. So the CDRA would send in a guy like Adam Saint to take care of things, to either bring those people back home, or if unfortunately there are victims, making sure these people get back to Canada.
Okay.
And but like Russell Quant, Adam Saint is a Canadian boy, and he actually has ties to Saskatoon. In this book, you will see Saskatoon pop up a fair bit.
You've had great success with Russell Quant, being from this part of the world. Has that created any kind of an issue? Certainly not with your fans, I realize, because you've got a fabulous following around the world. But have the publishers or that over the years ever said, where the hell is Saskatoon, Saskatchewan?
Absolutely. When I started a dozen years ago, Brent, it was a real challenge to find a publisher who wanted to do that. Unfortunately, I found one that they specifically wanted to tell Canadian stories. But it's sort of an endless pressure that we as Canadian writers get to write about a bigger marketplace, i.e. the United States.
Yeah.
Just simply because there are more readers there. So we have to find a way to appeal to those readers and to read Canadian stories. And all along the line, I've said it's, as long as you write a good enough story, they'll read about it. And, as I've traveled around on book tour in the U.S. and Canada, the fact that I write about Saskatoon is been nothing but a bonus, because people are going like, where is that place? And they want to learn more about it.
You bet. Well, listen, my only concern is this event 3 to 5 tomorrow at McNally Robinson. God love McNally Robinson. They've been tremendous supporters of you over the years.
Gosh, for sure.
But we need an auditorium, man. I've seen your readings before in the restaurant area, and it's jam-packed. I can't imagine what it's going to be like down there tomorrow.
Well, only because you and your lovely bride are going to be there.
Who
doesn't want to see Brent and Penny?
Please.
I'm hedging my bets.
Yeah, okay. Well, I'm looking forward to it. 3 to 5, McNally Robinson tomorrow. See the incredible Anthony Badulka and read his new book, a brand new character, Adam Saint, a disaster recovery agent when the Saints come marching in.
Thanks, Brent.
Looking forward to it, Tony.
You bet.
You bet. Thanks for your time.